2024 Wvcat Varsity Basketball State Tournament. This is the championship game in the boys division to the Crusaders of Greater Beckley Christian School and the Lions of Teays Christian School. As a reminder, Wvcat encourages and promotes sportsmanship by the student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all times. Apparently, racial comments, abuse of speech, or other intimidating actions directed toward officials, players, coaches, or other team personnel will not be tolerated or grounds for immediate approval from the terms of site. Thank you for helping us maintain the atmosphere here that honors and brings the Lord in your community. Before we begin the championship game, I'd like to ask everyone to rise for a word of prayer, and then we'll introduce both teams. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the day that you give to us. I thank you for the great tournament that we've had. Thank you, Lord, for the safety that you've given everybody getting here today. Lord, we ask for your hand of blessing and protection upon this game. I thank you for these schools, all the families and ministries that are represented here. Please be with our athletes, keep them safe, free from injury. Help us as fans and spectators to exhibit good sportsmanship, and may we bring honor and glory to your name today. In your name we pray. Amen. Now let's meet the teams. First, the visiting team on the school morning for favorites of Greater Beckley Christian School. Number 5, Ash Hendricks. Number 11, Hunter Laxton. Number 2, Nathan Rose. Number 10, Eli Winter. Number 3, Josh Garlow. Number 14, Kate Boland. Number 15, Micah Rush. Number 32, Jake Wynn. Number 20, Joel Smith. Number 30, Anthony Martinello. The starters for the Crusaders. Number 4, Ethan Davidson. Number 22, Aaron Paul. Number 13, Kevin Hunter. Number 1, Eric Woodson. Number 0, Zay Hayes. Crusaders coach of Justin Bond. Now let's meet the home team on the scoreboard, the Lions of Teays Christian School. Number 4, Brady Bradley. Number 11, Isaiah Turner. Number 15, Alex Starcher. Number 24, Garrett Jones. Number 32, Nathan Harper. Number 42, Martin Green. Number 5, Brody Bradley. The starters for the Lions, number 0, Eli Henderson. Number 11, Wade Crowder. Number 2, Masai Morgan. Number 3, Makai Perry. And number 44, Carter Richards. And all the coach, Stan Shockey.
Welcome back, everybody, here on Video Productions for the championship game of the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. Chris Kidd with you, Robbie Mounts, our engineer, with Jackie Moon, our camera operator, here today. We've had a fun-filled day of basketball action, and now it's Teays Valley to take on Greater Beckley Christian for the championship here from the Summersville Armory as Teays Valley controls. They kick it over near side quickly, 3 on the way. That one off the mark for Kasai Morgan. Rebound taken back by Greater Beckley into the front court as Kellen Heffernan gets it over now far side as Keegan Davidson drives in. And we get a whistle and a foul quickly here. As they're going to get that foul on Morgan. As Greater Beckley will inbound from underneath their own basket. As they shovel it in quickly underneath. Kick it back out for Woodson. Woodson into the corner. Three launched quickly. That one off the side of the rim for Heffernan. Rebounded though by Greater Beckley. Put back up. No roll will go for Woodson. Tipped out and taken away by Morgan. He'll skip it up ahead quickly as Mackay Carey drives, spins into the lane. Turnaround jumper. That one off the mark. Rebound taken away by Greater Beckley. So here comes Woodson looking to attack on the other end. He'll get it out front. Gives it over near side. Davidson trying to drive in, lost control of it. Now puts up a jumper, and he'll get it to fall for the first bucket of the game. 2-0 in favor of Greater Beckley. As Carey drives in hard on the right side, kicks it out. Now into the corner. Good look for three on the way, and that will fall for Wade Browder, as that's the first bucket of the game for Teays. Pace quickening on both sides here in the early going as Isaiah Kincaid gets it up top for Davidson. As he looks around, trying to find an opening. Now back up top and we get a whistle, and that'll be a turnover over to Teays Valley. So now we're going to get a substitution in quickly here as Morgan will check out and Isaiah Turner will check into the game. It'll be Carey to walk it across the timeline. Gives it up top. Pendleton lost control of it, goes to the ground, trying to call for time here. Will they grant it? No, they will not. And that'll be a tie-up, and that'll give it back over to Greater Beckley Christian. As Morgan now checks right back in for Turner. So that didn't take long. Look to pressure in the backcourt. Again, both these teams like to get up and down the floor as this one swung over near side, thinking about it. Now pulling on the three, and that one rattles in and out for Davidson. Rebound tipped around, controlled underneath, finally by Carter Richmond. He'll give it over for Morgan. Morgan gives it off to Carey. Looking around, gives it over for Morgan, drives baseline, tries to put the floater, was blocked twice that time out of bounds, so it'll stay here with Teays Valley. Carey will inbound it from underneath his own basket. So get up top for Pendleton. Now back to Carey. Gets a good look for three. That one off the mark, and rebound taken away by Woodson underneath. Deflected away by Teays Valley. So it'll stay with Greater Beckley. Still showing pressure in the backcourt is Teays Valley. Long pass up ahead. Able to find Kincaid. Trapped now, throws it away. And here comes Carey back the other way. Up ahead to Morgan. Leaks out, drives in, lays it in. Kasai Morgan with his first two. Again, only an eighth grader is Morgan. That gets the start here with Teays Valley as he's a highly talented young man. Underneath they go. Turn around in the lane. Won't fall as it rolls off the rim. Rebounded and put back up and fouled. As Kincaid will go to the line as Hall had his layup roll off. But now Kincaid will get a chance to go to the free throw line, as you see here on our instant replay. The take by Morgan. As Kincaid's first free throw falls through. Second free throw for Kincaid. That one through as well, and the lead back down to one for Teays Valley. Carey over to his right, kicks it over to Morgan. Top of the key, strong drive here all the way to the rim and put up and in by Carter Richmond. His first bucket of the game. And the Lions take a 3-point lead at 7-4. Woodson goes cross court, stepping into a three. This one off the mark for Davidson. Rebound trying to be saved by Pendleton. But it'll stay here with Greater Beckley Christian. This will be Inbounded into the corner, dangerous pass. Kincaid able to grab it, but tries to get rid of it, and he throws it off of Teays Valley. Teays Valley pointing the other way. But it's going to stay right here with the Crusaders. This is our 4th and final game of the day here from the Summersville Armory. And this one will decide the boys champion, as girls champion crowned earlier today. Mercer Christian knocking off Grace Christian 46-28. It's inside. Looked like that one was a little fumbled on the way up by Woodson. Couldn't get it to go. Hall tried to get it back, had it knocked away. And once again, ball out of bounds will stay here with Greater Beckley Christian. To get it in, fires right into the middle, goes right through the hands of Kincaid. A turnover. Would have had a point-blank range shot. Now Carey back the other way, goes up, count it, and the foul. Kai Carey with his first bucket of the game. You see here in our Access Health instant replay. The nice little sidestep, get to the basket and drew the foul. Now substitution here for Teays Valley. Garrett Jones will check into the game, and Browder will check out. Carey's free throw up, and it's through. So 10-4 in favor of Teays Valley. Now another turnover almost, getting it back though. Nice fake on the way up, but shot left short by Davidson. Hall got it, now it ripped out, and it falls out of bounds off of Teays Valley. So Greater Beckley, a couple of missed opportunities here in the early going around the rim. Now they'll inbound once more from underneath their own basket. They throw it in deep. One-handed grab by Davidson. Now that one knocked away, and again, that's about the 8th or 9th time now. Not quite that many, but again, quite a few times already that Teays Valley's made a play on the ball, but not been able to corral it, knocked it out of bounds. Now back into the corner, 3 on the way, and that one will fall for Woodson. That trims the lead in half to 10-7. Under 4 minutes to go in the first as Carey kicks it out to Morgan. Thought about a 3. He'll dribble back to the top of the key. So he'll give it over for Carey. Carey spins, takes it into the corner. Driving underneath is Jones, tries to go to the reverse, but that's not there. Rebound taken by Hall, and a foul going to be committed by Carter Richmond. So it'll give Greater Beckley a chance to cut into this lead a little bit more as Richmond will check out now, and Browder will check back in. Into the middle. They bring it across the timeline. Davidson gets inside the paint. Little floater up, and he'll hit. Davidson now with 4 points and a lead down to 1. Carey brings it up the right side. Gives it up top. Pendleton puts it on the floor. Back over to Carey. He'll pull on a deep 3 this time. That misses off the side of the rim, and immediately Carey pointing at himself and explaining it was his fault. They know that probably wasn't the look they wanted right away on that trip. Now here's Greater Beckley with a chance to take the lead for the first time in this game on this trip. It's handed off into the corner. 3 on the way. Kincaid's 3 off the mark, however. Rebound grabbed off the deflection by Jones. Pendleton quickly into the middle, drives in, out of control, but draws a blocking foul on Hall as he got to the basket. And that'll send him to the free throw line to shoot a couple free throws. So Pendleton yet to score here this afternoon. Looking for his first bucket. Again, 4 players already into the scorebook for Teays Valley. Make it 5 on that free throw. Pendleton got the second to go, but looks like we may have a lane violation here on Teays Valley, so that wipes it out. Take a point off the board here for the Lions. So a chance here again for Greater Beckley. The Tire take the lead. Pass Aaron gets off the wayside. Davidson tried to save it, left it in bounds, and Morgan takes it, and he'll coast in for an easy 2. Off of the errant pass and miscommunication that time by Greater Beckley. So 13-9, Teays Valley leads it. Near side, Davidson looking inside for Hall. Gets good post-up position, and he'll travel with it before he could get that circus shot up. And a couple of mistakes back-to-back here by Greater Beckley. Leading the points for Teays Valley, looking for some more on this trip. Carey gives it out for Pendleton. Drives in, runs right into Hall, and an easy charge call that time. Is Hall able to have good position. That'll give it back over to Greater Beckley. Across the timeline, they bring it over near side for Davidson. He'll get a screen to the free throw line, blocked from behind, but then Pendleton had a little bit of a kick accidentally after that. Kind of sideswiped him. And that's going to be 2 free throws now, and that's going to be 2 fouls on Pendleton. Davidson at the charity stripe. It's 4 points here in the first quarter. He connects on the first. Now that'll bring Turner back off the bench, and Pendleton will have to go sit for a while. Davidson looks to cut this to a 2-point game once again, and he's able to. 13-11, Teays Valley leads it. 1:50 to go in the opening period. Carey spins into the middle, goes up. He's able to finish. Once again, great drive by Makai Carey, his 5th point of the game. Here comes Davidson back the other way, gets into the paint, pulls up again. This time it's short, rebounded by Jones. Here comes Teays Valley pushing the pace once again the other way, trying to build that lead back up. Jones fakes, drives into the middle, goes up the shot, left it short, and rebounded by Kincaid. Had it knocked away, trying to save it, and Carey does. Gives it off to Turner, tries to shovel it over. Hall got a hand on it, and now we're going to get a whistle. We got a foul or a tie-up. We get a tie-up called. So it'll stay here with Teays Valley. They inbound it, get it out from Morgan. Now back into the corner. Carey stops, pops a baseline jumper, rolls out, no good, and Hall takes the board. Up ahead quickly, looking for Woodson. Woodson over far side to Kincaid. He'll pull up for the mid-range jumper, and now we get a whistle and a push underneath. And it's going to go against Greater Beckley. So they're going to get Woodson on that foul. Here you'll see it on our replay. Right there, maybe you saw it with the left forearm. Just a little bit of a push. He tried to gain some position. It's Carey. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter, and a 4-point lead. Gives it over to Morgan. Finds some space for 3, and he'll bury it. Again, the 8th grader with 7th points here in the first quarter gives Teays Valley a 7-point lead. Now Greater Beckley, what will they like to do here? Will they try and hold for one or go? Again, they get the possession over to start the second quarter. We're down to 25 seconds. Davidson doesn't appear to be in any sort of a hurry. It probably would be the wise thing to do to try and hold for one here as they get it over far side for Heffernan. He'll swing it near side. Woodson with 12 seconds. Back over into Davidson's hands with 8. Davidson looking for the screen. Almost came out of his own shoes as he slips. Gets to the free throw line. Forces one up. Short. Hall tries to get it back, but that'll bring an end to the first quarter. And Teays Valley leading Greater Beckley 18-11. We'll step aside for a break and be back after this as you're watching the WVCAT Championship right here on Video Productions.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
(18-11), Teays Valley leads it over Greater Beckley as we start quarter number 2 here in the championship of the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. Chris Kidd with you, Robbie Mounts, our engineer. That's Jackie Moon, our camera operator, as the official having to come over and break up the powwow and the huddle over there with Greater Beckley as the horn sounded several times and they were still hanging around in there trying to get some last-minute instructions in. Teays Valley is led ever since it was 2-0 Greater Beckley. Greater Beckley was able to cut it back to 1, but now the lead back out to 7. It's near side with it. Laxton, we get a foul away from the ball, and that'll give it back over to Teays Valley, and Greater Beckley has kind of been their own worst enemy here in the first half so far. With some turnovers, some fouls, not being able to convert around the rim. It made life a little more difficult on themselves. They give it off for Richmond. He'll give it back to Carey. Carey over to his right, stops, pulls up for 3. That one off the side of the rim, but Richmond there to grab the rebound, clears some space, turns around in the lane, can't hit, and rebound taken away by Kincaid. And now it's stripped by Morgan. He just picked his pocket, goes in, and he's got 9 for the game. And this young man showing why. A lot of hype and talent around him, and now Carey comes up with another steal, drives in left side, and he'll draw the foul on Heffernan. Here you see it on our Access Health instant replay. Again, Morgan faked as if he was going back and then just made an all-out dart at the ball and was able to come away with the steal and the lay-in. Now first free throw by Carey, and that extends this lead now into double figures for the first time tonight. Carey does hit on both, so he's now 3 of 3 from the line. He's got 7 points. 22-11 as Teays Valley has doubled up. Greater Beckley here in the first half, and now a blocking foul called on Jones as he went up and bumped. Now Hall will check back in. Kincaid will check out. Get it in for Davidson. Gives it off for Heffernan. Now back to Davidson. He'll drive in on the left side, kicks it out. Good drive here. A little floater in the lane, left short by Laxton. Rebounded again strongly by Jones underneath. Here comes Teays Valley running once again. Morgan laser pass underneath, but intercepted by Hall. Back up ahead. Now here comes Greater Beckley on the attack. That pass deflected away and out of bounds by Richmond. Again, Teays Valley's done a good job so far in this game, just really not allowing Greater Beckley to get anything in transition. They inbound it, they get it over to near side, and there's a big 3 for Davidson as he's really carried the offensive load here in the first half. See, it's now his 9th point for the contest. Carey will get it over far side. Morgan swings it for Jones. Jones is cut off, kicks it back out. Morgan Cycles back out towards midcourt. Stutter steps, can't find an opening. So now Carey will get it back. He'll step into a three as they give him some room. This one too strong. He's yet to be able to convert from the outside, and that'll be a ball out of bounds off of the Lions, and they'll give it back over to the Crusaders. Davidson, who just knocked down a three a moment ago, he'll bring it across midcourt. He'll give it off. Now Davidson gets it back. Bumped there by Carey. That'll send him to the free throw line. A chance here for Greater Beckley to draw within 2 possessions again. So again, as rough as the first half's been here so far for Greater Beckley, they're still right here in striking distance, and a lot of it's been with Keegan Davidson and his offense thus far. He's got 10 points. Make it 11 as he's 4 for 4 from the line. So 11 of the 16 points for Greater Beckley coming from Davidson. Carey with a strong drive goes up with the right hand and gets that little floater to fall through. Carey with 9 points. He and Morgan leading the way for Teays Valley. Lead back up to 8. Over on the far side, Heffernan steps back. He'll go for 3 and he'll bury it. His first bucket of the game and the lead down to 5. And it was at 11 just a short time ago. A little 8-3 spurt. Now a tip pass taken away. Up ahead, looking for Woodson. He'll make the grab in front of Morgan. Goes up and he'll convert. And that'll draw a timeout from Teays Valley with 4:57 to go here in the first half. We'll step aside for 30 seconds as well and be back after this as you're watching the WVCAT right here on Video Productions.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
24-21 here in the championship game of the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. Chris Kidd with you, Robbie Mounts, our engineer, with Jackie Moon, our camera operator. As Teays Valley has controlled the game most of this first half, but now Greater Beckley Christian on a 10-3 spurt here after trailing by 11. Or excuse me, a 10-2 spurt, I should say. And they've crawled back into this game. Teays Valley trying to slow that momentum down with that 30-second timeout. Pendleton gives it over. Jones back over near side. Pendleton goes for 3s, back in with those 2 fouls. Rebounded back, though, by Teays Valley. Now into the corner. 3 on the way. Good look, and that one converted by Richmond. So a big triple there for Teays Valley to try and regain and reassert their control of this contest. Davidson's ball got halfway down and popped out. Rebounded by Morgan. He pushes the other way. Quick pass over to Pendleton. Goes up. That one goes. Again, tough angle on that shot for Pendleton with the defender right in his face. 29-21 in favor of Teays Valley. Quick 5-0 spurt back from them. Davidson tries to settle things down back at the top of the key. Lobs it into the middle for Hall and knocked away by Pendleton. A 2-on-1 now with Morgan on his side. Gives it off to Morgan. Goes up, too strong on the layup. Hall goes to the ground hard after trying to make that rebound. And there's going to be a foul here on Teays Valley. And it looks like if they got Pendleton again, that's going to be 3. And I believe that's who they got. As you see, there's a great layup he made just a moment ago. But now Coach Stephen Shockey gambled and lost with Pendleton coming back into the game. Now he'll have to sit for definitely the rest of this half. if not somewhat into the third quarter. Now they get it down low. Laxton gives it back. Davidson had it poked away by Morgan from behind. Here comes Teays Valley back. Carey trying to force the issue into the middle. Kicks it out for Jones. He doesn't see anything. Almost lost it. Now it's hacked away by Woodson, and then it's going to be last touched by the Crusaders. As Eli Gunter will check into the game, and Davidson will get himself some rest. Carey gets it in the left corner. He and Morgan have really shouldered the load of the offense here in the first half for Teays Valley. Now Jones in the corner, back up front. In zone defense here, 3-2 for Greater Beckley to go into the middle, kick it out. Good look for three on the way, and that one's buried as well as Browder gets his second three of the game, and just like that, the lead back up to 11 after Greater Beckley had cut it to 3. Up top, they swing it over far side. Heffernan, he'll take the three, can't hit on this one. Rebounded though by Gunter, gives it back to Hall, and he'll be fouled. And that'll send him to the free throw line with 2:33 to go here in the first half. Looks like they got Richmond on that one, and that's number 2 on him. Foul starting to pile up a little bit here on Teays Valley. Hall will go to the free throw line. High arching free throw, and Aaron Hall gets his first bucket of the game. Davidson only on the bench momentarily as he'll check in for Laxton. And Hall able to hit on both, so that gets it back to a 9-point deficit. 2.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. It's Morgan. Quick trigger on the three. That one off the mark and rebounded by Woodson. He gets it up ahead to Heffernan. Heffernan back out. Davidson faked on a three. Now throws a turnaround pass inside that gets deflected and taken back by the Lions. Here comes Carey. Drives into the center all the way in but can't finish at the rim. Rebound taken back here by Davidson. As a missed chance there for the Lions. Pass tip, knocked into the air. Turner got a hand on it, but it goes right to Gunter, and he misses a layup at the rim. So back-to-back misses on layups on both sides. But it'll stay here with Greater Beckley. And no one really seeing the need to, I guess, go get the basketball. It's just kind of laying back there. And finally somebody goes to get it. I was going to say, if we just want to kind of mimic this game out, I guess, the rest of the way without a basketball, that's one way to do it. Now we get an offensive foul on the inside against Greater Beckley. Trying to establish position. Looked like maybe it was Hall they called. And yeah, looked like he was screening a man out of bounds that time, Jones. So that'll be the second foul on Hall. So a lot of key players here with 2 fouls, or more in Pendleton's case. It's 4 team fouls against Teays Valley, 2 against Greater Beckley. It's 3 for Browder. This one going to be short, rebounded by Davidson. Davidson pushing, looking up ahead, tough pass, found Woodson though. Woodson spins back into the middle, goes up, can't hit. Again, another miss around the rim. Here comes Morgan. Getting into the middle, kicks it out. Turner thought about a 3, and now we're going to get a reach-in foul here against Greater Beckley with 1:24 to go before halftime. So that'll be the 3rd team foul against Greater Beckley. So inbound at the Morgan. Top of the key for Browder with 1:17 to go in the half. Morgan fakes, dribbles in, kicks it over to Carey. He'll launch a 3 from the corner. That one off the mark. Carey hasn't been able to buy one from the outside, but he has on the inside as he goes in with the left hand and lays it in. That puts him into double figures now with 11 points, and it's an 11-point lead, and a travel on Woodson will give it back over to Teays Valley. They look to try and take their largest lead of the game on this trip. Greater Beckley has had spurts where they've closed this lead down, but Teays Valley has managed to sustain it, and Carey with a careless travel that time. So he had just had the ball in the air and took a couple steps, and now that'll give it back over to Greater Beckley as you see it here. Yeah, again, just lifted that pivot foot, took a couple steps, and that was the end of that. Davidson waiting at the top of the key. As he looks back to the bench and Coach Justin Arvin. He may just try and run this half out here perhaps, down to 30 seconds to go. I'd say for Teays Valley, you're fine with that as well with this 11-point lead. Davidson with 11 points in this half. Now will go as he gives it off to Woodson. Over to Heffernan. Heffernan gets caught. Back over to Davidson. Got tripped up behind his back. Oh, what a pass by Davidson. Fitted into Kincaid for the layup. 2 seconds left. Carey will heave from inside half court, and that one just off. As the first half comes to an end, it's Teays Valley leading Greater Beckley Christian 34-25. As we go to break, you see the great give and go and the behind the back pass from Davidson on the layup on our Access Health instant replay. We'll be back after this as you are watching the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Hey, grab me one too. Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm Dr. Chad Lavender. My fertilized ACL technique has gained national and international attention. It all started here on a small football field in West Virginia. That's where my passion to help athletes and others began. I personally have had 19 different states and locations that patients have traveled from for this ACL reconstruction.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state Senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Getting ready for the start of quarter number 3 here from the Summersville Armory in Summersville, West Virginia, as we are here for the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. Chris Kidd with you, Robbie Mounts, our engineer, with Jackie Moon, our camera operator, for today's action as Teays Valley gets the ball to start the third quarter. They kick it into the corner, back up top. Now stolen away. Davidson picks it off, driving in against Morgan. He'll win the race and lay it in. He's got 13 points now for the game. And the lead down to 7. 3 back the other way. That one rattles out. Rebounded by Woodson. It's underneath, pass too far and taken away by Morgan. Once again, a Greater Beckley turnover as Morgan over for Pendleton again. Back in with those 3 fouls. Pull up from the right elbow, and Pendleton puts it down. He's got 5 points now. Lead back up to 9 at 36-27. Davidson tries to turn the corner, nearly fell down. Wraparound pass back to Heffernan. He'll pull on a 3, but that one off. Rebound taken away by Carey. Big burst of speed up the floor. Drives in on the right, steps back, goes to the ground, and hits the banker. He's up to 13 points for the game, leading all scorers. Does tie with Davidson leading all scorers. Davidson looking to take that lead back here. Left it short, gets it right back, goes back up, and this one takes a circle around the world and falls through. Here comes another quick take on the other end. Pendleton this time off the mark. Rebound taken back. There's Woodson. Getting bumped all the way up the floor. Gets it out for Davidson on line 3, but that one's short. Rebounded though. Reverse layup, and that one will fall for Kincaid. He's got 6 points. It's 38-31 your score. Teays Valley has led virtually the entire way ever since they were down 2-0. Greater Beckley has closed the gap on several occasions, but every time they do, Teays Valley's able to extend it back as Morgan unable to convert on the 3. Now here comes Woodson, swings it over for Heffernan. Hit one in the first half, but not this time. Rebound taken away by Broder. Morgan trying to slow things down here as they cross midcourt. Morgan will hand it off. Now Pendleton shovels it over for Carey. And a travel on Carey. Then we saw him have kind of a careless travel in the first half. And right there, kind of another one for him. And there you see it, same thing. Well, it was just the same thing, just not putting the ball on the ground and taking a step and with that pivot foot as well. And so now a chance to get this below 3 possessions here. It's Davidson to the left elbow, gets it over far side. Kincaid Kicks it back, Heffernan. He'll try another three, and that one online all the way, but just a little too strong. He gets it back, though. Drives in, wraparound pass. Boy, nearly knocked Woodson over with it. He'll take the three, but that one's short. Now leaking out up ahead. Morgan trying to save it inbounds, and he does. Tried to cut into the middle, gives it back to Carey. Carey lobs it into the middle, back into the corner. Three on the way for Broder, and that one left short. Now here comes Greater Beckley back the other way. Boy, Woodson was wide open for a while. Now does get the ball, goes up and can't finish. He was doing jumping jacks underneath the rim, calling for that ball. They just never saw him, and now a push going to be called on Heffernan. It's going to be his second. Now the official's got to take time to tie his shoes as well. They'll bring Laxton back into the game. Heffernan will check out. Neither team able to gain much ground either way so far here in the third quarter. Morgan fakes, drives baseline, shovel pass right back to Carey. What a toss by Morgan, but now he's hurt down on the floor. Didn't quite see what happened to him, but he was immediately calling for the coaching staff to come over and take a look at him. He may have turned his ankle on the play. We'll try and take a look and see maybe what happened here on our replay. Again, this great pass, and right there you see he ran right into Hall. And didn't quite see if he turned his ankle, maybe bumped his knee. Okay, maybe, yeah, Robbie Mounts, our engineer, saying it looked like he stepped on Hall's foot and twisted his ankle around when it happened. But thankfully, he got up under his own power, and he's walking back to the locker room right now under his own power with, doesn't appear to be a limp at the moment. But yeah, sometimes whenever that happens, I mean, we've all done it at one point or another. It's just scary whenever it happens. You can see him in the tunnel right now, and Morgan, he started signaling for the training staff who's coming toward him to hurry up. Let's get back here and let's get this taped up so I can get back out here as Laxton lays it in underneath, cuts the lead back to 7 as Carey takes it on the other end, and he'll draw the foul. So you see on our Access Health Instant Replay, good entry pass for Laxton, who's able to lay it in. Now Carey will have to shoulder the load without Morgan on the floor right now, but he's got 15 points for the game. Make it 16. And we're going to test out the announcer's jinx right now. Neither team has missed a free throw yet in this game. 5 of 5 for Teays Valley, 8 of 8 for Greater Beckley Christian. And thankfully I didn't. I was ready to say, man, I'm good if I was able to jinx that one. Yeah, now 6 of 6 from the line for Teays Valley, 8 of 8 for Greater Beckley. He's up top with it as Kincaid spins inside, looks to go up, kept that pivot foot, and he's able to put it in. He's got 8 points now. Carey back the other way, up the right side. Tries to spin in, cut off there, gets it out. 3 on the way, and that one knocked down by Richmond, his second 3 of the game. He's had a way of hitting a big shot when it's needed tonight. That's his 8th point. Now stepping into a 3 on the other, and Kincaid trying to answer but can't. Jones been big on the boards in this game off the bench, and a foul committed by Hall in the backcourt. That's his 3rd. You see it on our replay. Richmond able to can that 3 to push this lead back to double figures at 10. So we have 3:23 to go here in the third quarter. It's now looking down the hallway. Looks like the training staff coming back out, and Morgan back out with them as he's running back towards the bench. There's Carey. Up and under, can't hit on the layup. Rebound taken back by Laxton as he's in trouble underneath the rim. Gets it back and throw up ahead. It's going to be airmailed and out of bounds. Back over to Greater Beckley as Morgan set to check back in here. And just kind of gauging to see what he looks like on his handle and on his run here. You can see he seems to be favoring it somewhat at the moment, after twisting that ankle a moment ago. But we'll see if that ends up hampering him or not going forward. Here is Pendleton. Gives it back to Morgan. It's over for Richmond. Now Teays Valley taking their time. Morgan finds some space, and he'll hit the three. So right out of the locker room, he gives Teays Valley their largest lead of the game now at 13, and Davidson on the other end, he answers back. And a quick timeout by Coach Arvin with 2:34 remaining here in the third quarter. As we'll step aside as well and be back after this as you're watching the WVCAT here on Video Productions.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Here at Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff, we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd with you, with Robbie Mounts, our engineer, and Jackie Moon, our camera operator, for our final game of the day from the Summersville Armory here in Summersville, West Virginia. And right now in the championship game, Teays Valley leading Greater Beckley Christian 48-37 with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. As Carey's been big in this game for Teays Valley. Brings it back out, driving in, gets it over to Morgan, hit a three a moment ago, hits another here. Kasai Morgan, the 8th grader, has been outstanding here tonight, 15 points, and it's a 51-37 lead. Now we get a whistle and a travel on the other end as Kincaid picked up his pivot foot. Now things could start to get away from Greater Beckley during this stretch in the third quarter. Carey dribbles up quickly against Davidson, gets all the way inside, all the way to the rim, but can't finish. Rebounded by Kincaid. He'll push it up to Davidson. He gets into the paint, drives in, goes up the left hand, but can't finish, and rebounded by Jones once more. And Garrett Jones hasn't scored tonight, but boy, he's been big on the glass. Lobs it inside for Richmond, back over to Morgan. Thought about another triple attempt, instead dumps it down low for Richmond, gets both men in the air, misses on the layup, but he'll go to the free throw line. So again, Carter Richmond has had his big moments here tonight with a couple of threes. And it was his three that pushed this lead back to 10, which is now at 14, make it 15. Richmond looking to get into double figures now on this free throw. And he does. So now 10 points on the evening for Carter Richmond. And it is a 16-point lead with 90 seconds left in the quarter. 3 from the corner. That one too strong from Laxton. And there's another board by Richmond. It's Teays Valley looking to maybe put a nail in the coffin here late in this third quarter, already leading it by 16. It's Morgan putting all sorts of moves on, dishes off to Richmond, gets a man in the air and one as Laxton reached in and commits the foul. And Carter Richmond, his 7th point of this third quarter, and 12th of the game, puts a big nail in Greater Beckley's coffin now. But still a quarter and some change to play. Now they feel like they have to bring Hall back in with those 3 fouls. And Richmond converts again from the line. 3 of 3 for him. 56-37 as Hall finds a lane, drives in. He'll be hacked at the rim and he'll finish and one. Just a mistake by Jones that time. He was completely beat to the rim. There wasn't anything he could have done about it. That's just one of those you need to take your medicine and give up the basket at that point, but he compounds it with the foul. Now Hall, 2 of 2 from the line, and there's our first miss of the evening by either club at the free throw line. So here comes Carey. Kicks it out. Morgan, he's hit twice this quarter. This time a little too strong as Hall skies for the rebound, throws it, and Morgan tried to race in for the steal, but instead commits the foul with 56.4 seconds left in the period. Richmond will now go to the bench, as will Pendleton, as they both get a nice round of applause from the Teays Valley section. Davidson gets tripped up by Carey that time on the push. So back-to-back fouls by Teays Valley, just the third team foul against them. Davidson trying to see if they can get anything going here at the end of the third to give them some life going to the fourth, and there's a good start. It's Davidson. He's 19 points now on the evening, has 8 here in this third quarter. Now whistle, and looks like Teays Valley just wants to call a 30-second timeout here. We'll keep things here. 31.3 seconds left. Again, this is our fourth game of the day. Started at noon with the Mercer Christian girls claiming the girls championship 46-28 over Grace Christian. Then we had the fifth place boys game with Grace Christian defeating Mercer Christian in reverse order from the girls game 70-50. Then our third game, definitely our most competitive so far, as Mount Hope and Cross Lanes battled back and forth all game long. Cross Lanes led by 11 in the first half. Mount Hope charged back, took the lead just before halftime for the first time, led by 7 in the second half before Cross Lanes came back. Game was tied at 64 after a couple of free throws, and then a player from Mount Hope lost track of what the score was, committed a foul in the backcourt, which allowed Goot to go to the free throw line and make 1 of 2, and Cross Lanes won it 65-64 in the third place game. Right now, Teays Valley in control, leading by 15 here as we're closing out the third quarter. Carey trying to get away from Heffernan. Finally does, gets into the paint, puts up a floater. That one too strong, tipped back up, taken away by Heffernan with 6 seconds left. Outlet pass for Davidson with 4, drives in, gets shot up, too far underneath the rim. Down to 1 second, and that'll do it for the third quarter as Teays Valley increases their halftime lead to 15 as we head to the final 8 minutes. We'll be back after this as you are watching the Wvcat Championship right here on Video Productions.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Final quarter of action here from the Summersville Armory as we are here for the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. Chris Kidd with you. Robbie Mounts, our engineer, with Jackie Moon, our camera operator. As Greater Beckley turns it over right away to start the final period. And they're going to need an awful lot to go right here in this final quarter in order to try and climb back into this game. As Gunter will check in for Woodson. Inbounded into the backcourt for Carey. Lobs it up ahead for Pendleton. And picked up 3 fouls in the first half, but he's played clean since then as Morgan steps back, looking for some space. Dribbles in, throws it as he thought, looked like they thought Browder was going to cut to the basket, and he didn't. So just miscommunication on both parties that time. So back-to-back turnovers to start the fourth quarter. The official signaled for time momentarily on the other end of the court. Now we go back to action. It's Heffernan over for Davidson. He's been the offense tonight for Greater Beckley, but can't hit this time. And nicely done there by Gunter as Morgan was going to secure that rebound. He just ran over and slapped it off of the knee of Morgan to keep it with Greater Beckley. Heffernan, no-look pass, inbound. Gets it into Davidson, finds some space, goes for three, and he'll knock it down. Keegan Davidson continues to carry the offense. He's got 22 points now for the game. So it shrinks the lead down to 12. Carey on the other end, a charge called on him. That'll be his third foul. So does Greater Beckley have one more run in them here? Plenty of time still left. Just the early stages of the fourth quarter. They trailed it by 19. They've gone on a 7-0 run since then to cut this lead down. The bucket here could really do a lot to keep that momentum alive as Davidson crossover into the paint, pull-up jumper. That one short, rebounded by Richmond. Here comes Morgan across midcourt. Gives it off for Pendleton, back to Morgan, fakes. Tries to split two defenders, does so, kicks it out. Pendleton back over to Morgan. Gets into the paint, drives all the way in, and they'll call it on the shot. So Morgan will go to the free throw line to shoot two. So they whistle Heffernan on the foul. Morgan with two big threes after getting his ankle turned in that third quarter. Misses on the first free throw attempt, so that's the first miss of the night from the line for Teays Valley. And Carey leading the way right now for Teays Valley with 17 points, and now Morgan right behind him with 16 points. So lead to 13 now. It's Woodson into the corner for Gunter. Back over for Woodson. He finds a little crease, puts up a floater from the free throw line. It bends around forever and finally falls through. Woodson with 7 points. Carey, quick take on the other end. Over to Pendleton, three from the corner. That one off the mark. Rebound taken away by Kincaid. Pass deflected. Heffernan gets it back now. Here comes Woodson. He'll step and pop a three. That one online but short. Rebound underneath loose. Picked up by Woodson. Goes up. Can't hit, but he's fouled on the play. You see here in our Access Health instant replay. Again, good job by Woodson fighting for the loose ball. Now Woodson to the free throw line, where he has not been yet tonight. And that one short. You're starting to see a lot of shots being left short on both ends right now. So you got to imagine that maybe some fatigue starting to set in. It's 3 games back to back to back here in this tournament, and also very physical up and down games for all these teams. So just wonder maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in, but Woodson does hit on the second, trims the lead down to 10. They basically wiped that 19-point lead in half now. And still 5:37 to play. Morgan gives it back over for Richmond. Into the corner for Jones. He'll drive in, splits 2 defenders. Tough shot at the rim, no good. And Davidson tears the rebound away as Teays Valley's gone cold so far here in the fourth quarter, just 1 point. Now for Davidson, fakes on a three, gets by his man, drives all the way in, up and under, and Davidson lays it in. And now it's back to a single-digit game. 24 points for Keegan Davidson. And that's going to draw a timeout here for Teays Valley. With 5:08 remaining in the contest, their lead is now down to 8. We'll step aside and be back after this as you're watching the WVCAT tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
Greater Beckley Christian making a charge here. After trailing by 19 points in the third quarter, it's now an 8-point game. Chris Kidd with you. Robbie Mounts, our engineer. Jackie Moon, our camera operator. This is the championship game of the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. Carey on the take inside, leaves it short, rebounded underneath by Kincaid. Dangerous pass, but it gets to Heffernan. Now a chance here for Greater Beckley. It's Gunter, drives in, realizes he had nothing there and throws it away. Up ahead to Carey. Giving chase is Woodson, but he won't get there. And there's a big 2 points the other way. 19 now for Carey as Heffernan rushes back the other side. Back out front, and that's the first field goal of the fourth quarter for Teays Valley as well. Here's Kincaid trying to go up, had it knocked away. Now Teays Valley. Could they be on their spurt again? After seeing their 19-point lead shrink to 8. Back into the double figures and looking for more here. Carey goes far side for Morgan. Morgan gives it back over for Richmond. Bounce pass underneath for Browder. Turnaround on the lane, no good, but there's Richmond on the glass and he lays it in. 15 points now for Carter Richmond, and the lead back to a dozen as Davidson draws the foul as he splits a couple defenders. And the freshman has been outstanding in this contest. And now it's Greater Beckley that wants to call for time here. And we'll step aside for a 30-second break and be back after this as you're watching the WVCAT right here on Video Productions.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Teays Valley on a quick 4-0 spurt here has taken their lead back to 12 with 3:56 to play. So it'll be Greater Beckley ball underneath their own basket. It's 3 team fouls against Teays Valley, 1 against Greater Beckley so far here in the fourth. So they'll get it into Heffernan. Throw out front, nearly picked off by Morgan, but Davidson gets it back. Wraparound pass over to Woodson. They need this, and this one off the mark. Rebounded though by Hall, goes back up, and he'll score it. Aaron Hall with 6 points, 61-51 in favor of Teays Valley. It's Morgan brings it back out. Now finds a burst, try to fit that one into a tight window to Jones and deflected away by Woodson. So Carey will inbound underneath his own basket. to carry in the corner. Drives in, hangs in the air. Never quite got a good look at that one, but gets it back. Goes up again. What a change of hands that time by Makai Carey in midair to get that over to his right and lay that in. 63-51. Woodson, far side. Carey got his hands on it. And now maybe Heffernan might have stepped out of bounds there. I'm not sure. I guess that's what happened on the far side. We'll try and take a look at it. Let's see where he was at. Yeah, he caught that ball while he was trying to get back in bounds. So it was close, but Heffernan understood once he was told what had happened. Now Greater Beckley trying to go full court pressure here. See if they can speed up Teays Valley and speed them into some turnovers. Carey almost had it lost, but it's kicked away. So it'll stay here with Teays Valley with under 3 minutes to play. So Morgan will get it into Richmond. Back to Morgan. He's bumped a little from behind. They get it back out to Richmond. Now Jones with it. Back to Richmond, gets a clean look, and that could be coffin nails right there, as Richmond has done it all night long. When they needed a basket or in a big moment, he's been able to find it. That three from Woodson off the mark, rebounded by Browder, and now you can hear the Teays Valley section starting to sense it. With 2.5 minutes to go, Richmond baseline, drives in, rejected. Nice play by Woodson. So he'll bring it up the center of the floor, 66-51. Inside for Hall, goes up, and he'll score it. And Coach Arvin will quickly call for time here with 2:16 to play. We'll step out as well, as you are watching the WVCAT Championship right here on Video Productions.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With Compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Here at Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with Compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
.216 remaining here in the championship game of the boys bracket here in the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. Chris Kidd with you, Robbie Mounts alongside me, our engineer, Jackie Moon, our camera operator. Teays Valley has led it ever since it was 2-0 Greater Beckley. And now looking to close in on this championship. Carey into the middle, kicks it out for Morgan. He'll circle back out. Again, Teays Valley just going to make Greater Beckley play chase here. They've only committed one team foul, make it 2 now with 1:54 to go. But barring a complete collapse by Teays Valley here in the last 1:54, they appear to be on their way to this title. There's Jones will get it into Carey. He'll spin away from trouble. Now Davidson will commit another foul. There's 5 more seconds burn off the clock. So that evens us up at 3 team fouls apiece here. Get it in for Carey again. This time loses it. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to go over to Greater Beckley. So they do force a turnover here. But virtually everything's going to have to go right here for Greater Beckley Christian in the last 1:46 to even have a chance. I guess there's step 1 in that process. It's Woodson gives it over for Davidson. Steps back, trying to find some space. Now gets a little burst to the rim, and Davidson will finish. Again, he's been outstanding all evening long, and there's another 2 for him. As Morgan gets across midcourt, shakes by one man, gets it over to Carey. Carey over to Richmond. Now over far side as Browder trapped along the far side, and he'll be pushed with 1:13 left, as that'll be Hall, and that'll be his 4th foul. So the next team foul against Greater Beckley will put Teays Valley at the free throw line, and now another timeout called with 1:13 left. We'll be back in 60 seconds as you are watching the WVCAT right here on Video Productions.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Final 1:13 of action here tonight. From Summersville, West Virginia, Chris Kidd with you, Robbie Mounts, our engineer, Jackie Moon, our camera operator. As Teays Valley with the ball and an 11-point lead. Checking with the scores table, probably looking at the team fouls, just to make sure that Teays Valley wasn't in the penalty after that last foul. Now the next foul committed by Greater Beckley will put Teays Valley at the line, where they've been outstanding all evening long. They're getting into the backcourt to Morgan. Morgan spinning away for Heffernan. It's Heffernan bodying him up, and now we finally get a whistle with 1:07 to go. And that'll put Morgan at the free throw line. They are 10 of 11 from the free throw line here tonight as Teays Valley. The only miss was by Morgan earlier this quarter, and he sinks this one. So he has 17 points on the evening. Carey leading the way with 21 points at the moment for Teays Valley. Carter Richmond right there with 18 points as second free throw missed by Morgan. That'll be knocked out of bounds. That'll give it back over to Greater Beckley with 1:06 to go, leading or trailing by 12. Woodson with 1 minute left gives it over for Kincaid. And Teays Valley forcing them to use a lot of clock here. Now it's lost off the foot of Richmond, taken away by Carey. Now they'll just wait to be fouled here if Greater Beckley chooses to do so. It's Carey dribbling around. And now a timeout called here by Teays Valley with 45.8 seconds left. So we'll step aside and be back after this 30-second break as you're watching the WVCAT here on Video Productions.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
45.8 seconds to go. Teays Valley on their way to taking this championship. So we'll see if Greater Beckley elects to continue fouling here, down by 12. They get it into Carey. Looks like they're attempting to foul or at least come up with a steal, but they get it over to Morgan. And Morgan they will foul as he's missed a couple of free throws here in the fourth. He's the only one to do so. But really the only thing that's not gone right for Morgan here tonight. Again, those two big threes in the third quarter really helped open up this lead. As he sinks the first. That's now 18 points for the game for Kasai Morgan. Second free throw off the mark as Richmond tried to save the miss, but it'll go out of bounds off of him. 37.8 seconds left. As they'll get it into Woodson. Back over for Heffernan. He'll stop and pop a deep three. That one off the front iron. Comes back to Heffernan. He'll try it again. That one short as well. Rebounded by Richmond, and he'll be fouled with 27.7 seconds left. And this one is all but over except for the final ticks of the clock now. Richmond tonight, 3 of 3 from the line. He had 8 points in that third quarter. That really put a lot of separation between these two as Richmond hits on the first. And now Jones will check out. Having a big game on the boards here tonight. Now Hall will check out as well. And it's going to get a lot of substitutions here now as this one is over with, trying to get a little bit of playing time here as Ryan Breeding set to check in too for Teays Valley. Richmond goes 1 of 2 on the attempt. Now here comes Greater Beckley. 3 is over the mark by Heffernan. Rebounded by Morgan. It looks like Greater Beckley is going to call off the dogs. Carey's going to go up, and he's going to try and finish it with style, but misses on the dunk. And now Richmond will just dribble out the final 5 seconds, and Teays Valley will win the 2024 West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. So congratulations to Teays Valley as they win it tonight 69-55 over Greater Beckley. We'll step aside for a break and be back to recap things right after this as you are watching the WVCAT Championships right here on Video Productions.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Hey, grab me one too.
take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
69-55, Teays Valley knocks off Greater Beckley Christian here in the championship game of the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. Chris Kidd with you, Robbie Mounts, our engineer, Jackie Moon, our camera operator. Let's run through the final stats for you here tonight before the trophy presentation. As Greater Beckley Christian tonight, leading all scorers was Keegan Davidson with 26 points. Great game by the freshman. Aaron Hall with 8 points, Isaiah Kincaid and Averick Woodson, each with 8 points apiece. Kellum Heffernan with 3 points, and Hunter Laxton with 2 points to round out the scoring for Greater Beckley Christian. On the other side, leading Teays Valley in scoring, and great balance tonight for them from their big three, as Makai Carey led the way with 21 points, Carter Richmond with 19 points, Kasai Morgan, the 8th grader, with 18 points, Wade Browder with 6, and Eli Pendleton finishing with 5 points this evening, as both teams great from the line tonight. 9 of 11 for Greater Beckley, 13 of 17 for Teays Valley, but big difference in threes. 8 3-pointers for Teays Valley here this evening, 4 for Greater Beckley, as Teays Valley will take home the championship, as well as Mercer Christian's girls taking home the championship earlier today. But again, we'll keep things here for the trophy presentation and the presentation of the all-tournament team, as well as they prepare that stuff to bring out here momentarily. But again, I just want to thank everyone on video production staff for everything they've done, not just this weekend, but all year long. Again, definitely want to thank Butch Mounts, again, the godfather, CEO of Video Productions, for always allowing us to have these experiences with you here and bring you along with us. But I want to thank Jackie Moon, our camera operator, and Robbie Mounts, our engineer. I'm Chris Kidd saying so long from Summersville, for me at least, as we take you down now to the trophy presentation along with the all-tournament team here on Video Productions.
The 2024 Wvcat Varsity Boys All-Tournament Team from Mercer Christian Academy, number 00, MJ Pack.
Oh, I will, man. Hopefully.
From Grace Christian School,
See you later,
number 2, David Levy. From Mount Hope Christian Academy, number 24, Josiah Cole. From Cross Lanes Christian School, number 20, Sam Mullen. From Cross Lanes Christian School, number 23, Ashton Hughes. From Greater Beckley Christian School, number 13, Kelly Heffernan. From Greater Beckley Christian School, number 4, Keegan Davidson. From Teays Valley Christian School, number 44, Carter Richmond. From Teays Valley Christian School, number 2, Kasai Morgan. And the MVP of the 2024 Wvcat Varsity Boys State Tournament from Teays Valley Christian School, number 3, Makai Carey. Parents, coaches, instructors, and pictures. Let's have one more big round of applause for the Chicago All-Tournament team. Now for the team award presentation. Finishing in third place in this year's tournament, the Warriors of Boston Christian School. Finishing in second place for the Crusaders of Greater Beckley Christian School. And the champions of the 2024 Wvcat Varsity Boys State Tournament.
Time, brother.
My bad, man. I've been like a pig over here.
When you spend this long in a gym over 3 days, you're bound to have a
Yeah, it's bound to be not the best. Alright, that pretty much